All right, what's up, everybody? Welcome in. Do a little shipping live. I said I wasn't gonna do a live this morning, but I decided to anyway to ship out the orders. I think we have a little over 10 orders today. Let me see really quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12 total orders going out the door. We have some really good ones too. So I figured I'd hop on live and just ship them out with you guys and then go sourcing afterwards. So as soon as we're done here, we are going to hit the thrift store. Welcome in as you guys are coming in. Make sure you're liking the live. If you're watching on Facebook or YouTube and you're watching this on replay, make sure you say replay down in the chat below so I know that you came on the replay. If you have any questions during the live, feel free to drop them in the chat. Even afterwards, you can drop them in the chat. I try to answer as many as I can back. What's up, Mayor Bear? Welcome in. Bear Bear is first. But good sales today. We had a really good sale on all places Depop yesterday. So you guys will remember it from a recent video that I had where we found the item, and a lot of people said that they weren't going to pick it up, and it ended up selling for really good money. So what's up, Jamie? Welcome in. We're going to start shipping right away because as soon as we're done here, we're going to go hit the thrift. So let's start with Poshmark. We only had one Poshmark. What's up, Sassy? We only had one Poshmark order yesterday. It was for these women's mother jeans. Pick these up. Kayla paid up for these. Pick these up for $28.09, but they sold in like a week for 50 bucks. So we don't mind paying up for mother jeans. One of the brands we don't mind paying up for because it always sells super fast. This one's just going to go into one of these Tyvek envelopes and ship out. Only lonely Poshmark sale. I did have another Poshmark sale yesterday, but it got canceled out of nowhere. I had an email from Poshmark that said the order was canceled because they had to verify the buyer's address or something like that. So yeah, it was a good sale too. It was like an $80 sale, but oh well, maybe it was a scammer. Maybe it was good. It got canceled. What's up, Sandy? What's up, Juliet? Welcome in. If you guys had any crazy sales yesterday, feel free to drop them in the chat. I'll read off a couple as I'm shipping out my orders. What's up, SDS? All right, we had 2 Mercari sales yesterday. The first one were a pair of, where are they at? Are these the Beyond You? No, they're Spanx. Right here. Spanx women's leggings. Yeah, Spanx women's faux leather leggings. We recently picked these up. We paid only $4.01 for these, and these sold for $16 over on Mercari. Took a lower offer on Mercari because obviously Mercari doesn't have any fees. So took that offer and making about a $12 profit on a pair of Spanx. Not too bad. Not too shabby. I'm just going to go right into a gyro pack, fold over, and ship out. Easy peasy. And then last Mercari sale are these Viore pants. These are called the lounge, or I think they're called lounge joggers. Yeah, lounge joggers. Pick these up for $16.05. Just bought these last week, and they already sold for 32 bucks. Nice quick sale right there. Again, paying up for Viore, but Viore is one of those brands we always pay up for. I don't think I've ever held on to a Viore item for more than 2 weeks. They always sell super fast. As long as you price them at market, they will always sell super fast for you. And that is the last Mercari order going out. Now onto Depop orders. We had 3 Depop orders yesterday, which never happens. I don't know why Depop was popping off yesterday, but I'll take it. First item that sold is this cashmere Brooks Brothers sweater. It's a cable knit cashmere sweater. I picked this up locally in a bulk buy for $8. I was about to pass on it, but I was like, you know what? It's cashmere. It's winter time. Let's pick this up and see if we can get it to sell pretty quick. And I listed it, and within 2 days, it sold on Depop for 30 bucks. So 8 and a 30. Depop fees, they're very minimal. You just pay a transaction fee now. So yeah, I was able to turn 8 and a 30 in just a couple days. Repping the Spread Joy hoodie. It's more appreciate you, Boldy. Yeah, appreciate you. Appreciate Serge for putting out that video too. I didn't expect that yesterday. And it's funny, I was being mean to him that morning too. I was messing around with him. And I was like, well, I guess I got to be nice to you for the rest of the day now. Can't make fun of you anymore. All right, that one's shipped. Next up is a pair of Polo Ralph Lauren brand new with tag shorts. Pick these up at, I believe I got these at TJ Maxx or Marshall's, I can't remember, for 20 bucks. Paid $20 for these. These sold for 40 bucks over on Depop. Again, minimal fees on that, so double up. Depop was good yesterday too after I badmouthed it. Yeah, it's weird. I badmouthed it too yesterday, and then Depop just popped off. So I have the auto posture through your link. Thank you for all the information on it. Nice. You're gonna love it. You're gonna love it. Yeah, auto posture again, if you haven't heard, is doing 15% off now on your first month. So if you were on the fence about auto posture, 15% off. And sales analytics is coming out super soon. So as soon as sales analytics comes out, auto posture will be the best service out there by far. It already is in my opinion, but sales analytics will just put it right over that top of being the best. So definitely if you've considered it, there's a sign up code in my bio, save you 15%, and then you also you get I think it's a week free. You get a free trial too, so use that free trial, see if you like it, and if you like it, you get that 15% off your first month. Last sale on Depop was a very good one. You guys might remember this from one of my recent videos, but you got a Woolrich coyote fur jacket. So the top is coyote fur, and this is all down. Down here, it's duck down, I believe. I picked this up at, where did we get this? I forgot what I paid for this because we literally just listed it too. Picked this up for $42.80. So I paid up for this at a thrift store. A lot of people in that video were like, "That's crazy. That's too much to spend for that jacket." We listed it just a few days ago. It sat around for a little bit before we got it listed, and it sold for $152 over on Depop. Depop transaction fees on that is $5.93. So we made a profit of $103.27 on that sweater, or on that jacket, because it's sold on Depop. Really good one. So yeah, people would pass by. People won't pay up for certain items, and there you go. That's a item that definitely should consider paying up for. I accepted 5 offers on Depop and nobody paid. Yeah, typical Depop. I did that over the weekend. I accepted so many offers on Depop and I got so little sales. Nice jacket. It is a nice jacket. It's a super nice one. And now we're just gonna throw it into this big box, and we're gonna ship her out. I'm just gonna throw another piece of tape on the side just to be safe. What do you say to people that won't consider auto posture because it does not have unlimited credits cross-listing items? I would say do the math on how many items you list per month. Most of you probably don't need the 2,000 credits that auto posture allots. So if it's a better service and you're not going to use all the credits anyway, then why do you need unlimited credits? The only reason why you need unlimited credits is if you're listing like 30 plus items a day. I list 30 items 5 days a week, and 2,000 credits is perfect for me. So yeah, I can see the argument like, hey, auto posture needs to have unlimited. And when I first signed up with auto posture, I thought the same thing. I was like, hey, I'm coming over from List Perfectly. List Perfectly has unlimited credits, but if you do the math, most of you probably don't even come close to 2,000 credits. And that's 2,000 individual listings across the 4 platforms. You won't come close. I'm assuming most of you in the chat list somewhere between 5 to 10 items a day. If you do the math, that's 15 cross-listing credits per day, 5 days a week. That's 75, right? 75 listing credits. So you won't even come close. You won't even come close to the 2,000. What happens when you reach? What happens when you search sold items and check comps and no matches come up? You price against similar items. So for example, I got that question yesterday. I don't know if it was you who asked that question yesterday, but like a Kuji sweater. If you can't find the exact same pattern Kuji sweater, you're gonna look for ones that are similar. The one that's hanging up on my wall behind me is like a crazy all over print one, a cable knit one. And if I can't find the exact same pattern one, what I'm gonna do is look for a cotton one that has a similar pattern, and then I'm gonna price against that one. At what point do you start using automation like auto posture? I always say automation you can use right away. The cross-listing tool, you don't really need, well, automation and the cross-listing tool you probably don't need until you have at least 100 to 150 listings. on one platform. And then if you want to start moving those items over quickly and efficiently, that's when you would get auto posture. But you need at least 100 to 150 items to make that make sense, because you want auto posture to pay for itself. No live thrift? No, tomorrow's live thrifting day. Wednesday live thrift. All right, let's show out some eBay orders. We got 6 eBay orders going out the door. A couple of these sold like literally yesterday. So if you caught my listing live yesterday, you remember I listed this Grayson shirt, brand new with tags. Kayla picked it up for $20.06 at Red, White, and Blue, and it sold overnight for $58.49. That's an auto posture sale. Auto posture sent a 10% on offer, and that person accepted. So nice quick sale right there. Women's Grayson. It's not even a men's Grayson, it's a women's Grayson. Does anybody have access to Terapeak if you have an eBay account, or do you need a store? For Terapeak, I believe you need a store. I don't use Terapeak too often. I've always had a store, so it's a hard question for me to answer, because I've always had it. So today is Wednesday. Thursday is live thrifting day. We go live thrifting on Thursdays now. Thank you for no problem. Appreciate you being here. This is the time to ask the questions while I'm live. It's so much easier to answer questions than sit there and have to type them out and then go back and forth, because people don't understand what one person is saying. So it's much easier if you come to these lives in the morning and just drop your questions in the chat. Get them answered quickly and efficiently. All right, that one's shipping out, $4.33 going out the door. Let's see, I believe these also sold yesterday. You guys saw me list these on live yesterday. These are Beyond Yoga leggings. Pick these up for $5.34. Again, listed last night during the cross-listing live. So if you haven't seen that live, go back. I did a nice like hour-long live last night or something like that. Sold for $24.99. Quick sale. Beyond Yoga. Does Beyond Yoga usually sell that fast? No. For some reason, these did. When do you use an eBay store versus personal account? So the store, to purchase the store, is basically a math equation, because right now eBay gives you 250 listings for free, I believe. So once you hit that 250 cap, that's when you consider like, hey, I'm going over that cap every morning or every day. I need to consider buying an eBay store to offset the cost of me listing items, because once you get over 250, there's things called insertion fees. I think it's like there's a math equation. It's like 360 something listings, and basically at that point it makes way more sense to have an eBay store than it does to just list and pay the insertion fees every month. And remember, if you have 250 items listed, every month, if those don't sell, that caps your 250 for the month, because those items get relisted and they take up one of your listing credits for eBay. So just be cautious of that too. It's not 250 listings per month. If you already have 250 up, you're using those credits already. Why is that coming in? Weird text message. What's up, Skittles? You can access Terapeak if you are a top-rated seller, even if you don't have a store. There we go. Sandy corrected me. So if you're top-rated seller, even if you don't have a store, you can access Terapeak. There you go. When your wife first started eBay, did you make a YouTube video for beginners? No. When we first started selling on eBay, I didn't do any social media. I didn't do any social media for 2 years when I first started eBay. I did like posts on Instagram, like every month. I'd put up like a post every now and then. But no, I didn't do any social media from the beginning. I was selling over 6 figures a year before I ever started posting social media content. What's up, Obabs? All right, next sale is one that some of you might pass up, but these sell really well. This is a Bugatti men's polo. I pick up the polos that have all over print patterns. They usually sell within like a week or 2 weeks for me, especially the stretchy ones sell really, really well. The shirts, the long sleeve shirts, don't do as well as the polos. So polos are a little bit more of a bolo than the long sleeve all over print Bugatti shirts. So polos are good. Listed this just last week. We didn't even get a chance to put this away, and it sold for $24.99. What is Terapeak? Terapeak is basically a way for you to look up sold listings, more than 90 days worth of sold listings data. eBay bought a platform called Terapeak that basically stored eBay data, so that way you can go in and say like, hey, I can't find this super rare jacket because there's none listed and none sold within 90 days. But if I go back 2 years, I can see exactly what that jacket sold for. So that's what Terapeak is. It's just like an extra database for eBay. eBay search. All right, that one's shipping out for 9 ounces. I don't usually use Terapeak too often because most of the stuff we pick up is stuff like this Bugatti Polo that there's plenty of data on. When you start out, what's the best form of payment to accept? When you're selling on eBay, eBay does manage payments. Every site manages the payments for you. So if somebody buys something on Mercari, Mercari takes those funds and then they remit them to your bank account. So you're not exactly accepting any forms of payment. The platform is the one accepting forms of payment for you. Every week on eBay, every Tuesday, eBay pays my account out. So I accumulate all my sales for a week, and then on Tuesday I opt to have that money transferred directly to my bank account. No, I'm not touching any forms of payment at all. I just sold something. Let's go. Next up, Bedradi. This is a brand new tag, Bedradi Polo. I actually found this at TJ Maxx and Marshall's during the yellow tag event. I only found one of these in all the stores. It's a brand I usually pick up pre-owned, so I was like, hey, this is super cheap. It was only 13 bucks pre-owned. It sold for $34.99. Again, the brand is Bedradi. I don't think you're live on TikTok. Shut up, Felix. Of course I'm not live on TikTok. Screw TikTok. TikTok won't give me my live access back. What's crazy is, you know what's crazy about this? I can't get my live access back because of sale of regulated goods, which if you look up what sale of regulated goods is, it's like selling like illegal substances, right? Or like guns and stuff like that, which obviously I wasn't selling on live. The closest thing it could come to me selling anything like that is when I say I have a shooting shirt, right, with the patch on the sleeve. And I didn't say that during that live because I looked it up. And the crazy part about this is there are people selling fake Yeezys on TikTok Live through the TikTok shop. There's literally people selling fake product through the TikTok shop, and they won't give me my account back and let me go live because they made a mistake. It's crazy. Next up, Mizzen and Main. Men's Mizzen and Main. Picked this up in a bulk buy for $8. It has a really good pattern to it. Typically with these, you just find them in like a plaid. But this one was a nice like floral like diamond print. Picked this up for $8. It sold really quickly for $22.49. Auto Posture sent out 10% out offer. I had this listed for $24.99, and this person accepted. So another little benefit you get with Auto Posture is it sends out offers for you all day long. So I didn't touch my offer button at all. Auto Posture caught that offer, sent out that offer, and this person accepted. So nice little sale right there. Get you a couple of extra sales per day with Auto Posture doing that. Where do you find your bulk buys? My bulk buy that I do locally is from a guy that I met at a thrift store. Literally met him at a thrift store. He saw how full my cart was, and he's like, "Hey, do you have like a shop or something?" I was like, "Well, kind of. I sell online." He's like, "Oh, okay, cool. I have like all the He started digging through my cart, which I thought was kind of weird at first. He's like, "Hey, I got a lot of this stuff at my house. If you want, we can meet up and you can buy it or you can come over." And I was like, "Okay, send me pictures of what you have." So he sent me pictures the next day or later that day, and then I went to his house the following day. And now every week we meet up and he sells what he finds throughout the week. He just sells it directly to me, and he makes a couple bucks on each item. He's cool with it. Dude, you're wearing a Jeff shirt. I know. Jeff stole my shirt. There's no people selling Mercari diet pills. No, there's people selling Mexican diet pills that are illegal here. It's crazy. Yeah, I don't understand it. When checking for sell-through rates, how specific do you need to be? Depends on the item you're looking up. And it depends on how niche you want to get into your item. For example, this is a Peter Millar long sleeve shirt. Sold for $22.99. We paid $8.03. This is an older listing too, so I'm glad it's going. See, this item right here, if you look up sell-through rate, it's going to be horrible. But there's certain items that when you find, especially like shoes, you'll find a pair of shoes and the sell-through rate will be really good. and then you'll niche down and look at the size, the specific size of the shoe that you're picking up, and find out that it has like a 300% sell-through rate. Like the most common sizes will usually have a better sell-through rate. So that sometimes it's worth niching down a little bit and looking at specific colors, specific sizes, to get a really good sell-through rate, to find out exactly how fast your item is going to sell. For the same exact instance, you could look up that same shoe, and just because the shoe has a 300% sell-through rate, you can look up the specific size and see that there's 6 listed and only 2 sold. So that sell-through rate is not 100%, because that certain size has more available on the market. So yeah, it depends on how niche down you want to get into your exact item and see how fast it'll sell. Do you input items into a spreadsheet when you list the item, or once it sells? For me, I only do it once it sells. With Jason's spreadsheet, though, you can do it when you list it and when it sells, and you can put the list date, so that way you can track how long you've had that item listed. We don't do that. We feel that's like an extra step you don't really need to do. So we just put the sales data in when the item sells. I have around 3,000 pairs of shorts. Someone recommend you sell them for me. I wasn't sure if to contact you. Justin, you can hit me up in the DMs. It depends on the brand of shorts, but we only consign certain brands. We don't consign like basic, like every, like Gap and Hollister and things like that. We'll consign things like Patagonia, Cool, North Face, some Nike, things like that. So you can feel free to DM me and let me know what you have. If you have good stuff, I don't mind consigning it. Where does he get his inventory from? Who? The guy locally? He just goes to thrift stores locally around me. So he's basically thrifting for me. But he makes, he buys something for like $5. I give him $8. And he brings me like 20 to 50 items every time we meet up. We meet up once a week or once every 2 weeks. Nike Under Armour DSG. So Nike Under Armour DSG, if you consign those with me, I'll give you the numbers I think they'll sell for. Most of your Nike shorts on my consignment lives will sell between $5 to $10 a piece. So if you're comfortable with that, I can blow those out. It wouldn't be that hard. But just know your average sales price is $5 to $10 a piece, and we take 30% after fees, and you pay to ship it to us. So consider that all into your numbers before you decide to ship. I don't know what you paid for those, but based off those numbers from me to you, you probably won't make that much money. So that's just up to you. How fast do you want to sell those? But if you want to sell them quick, I can get them gone. When I was thrifting the other day, I had someone near me with a full cart. So you even ask those people if they have a thrifting business? Me, I didn't ask him. He came up to me. If I see somebody with a full cart, I usually assume that they're a reseller. I might come up to them and strike a conversation, be like, hey, where do you sell? Talk back and forth, just talk shop and things like that. But I don't personally like go out of my way to like be like, hey, do you want to sell that stuff to me? Like, no, that guy came up to me and asked me about my business, so that's why. All athletic shorts, new with tags. I bought a bunch to sell on Whatnot. Just never got around to doing it. Yeah, I mean, like I said, if you're going to sell on Whatnot, you know how Whatnot works. There's a lot of people with Nike, Under Armour, Adidas. They're buying those Dick's Sporting Goods pallets. So basically, and you're at the end of short season too. So you have to factor that into your costs. If you were to sell those, and if you have the money to hold them, I would actually hold them until probably February, March, and then do a live, and then maybe you can sign it, because I could possibly get a little bit more money per item. But yeah, you're at the end of short season. So we stopped running pretty much most of our short sleeve items. We stopped running on Whatnot because they're just not selling for what they used to, because obviously people are looking for jackets and long sleeves. So again, if you want to DM me, we can talk numbers and all that stuff. But yeah, it's going to be harder to sell. Best way to take photos of jeans and shorts, I think bigger hanger clips. We use a light box, so we hang all of our stuff, and we just use the short clips and take a farther away photo. But you could list them flat lay. With jeans, I've seen some people like take the jean and lay it flat, and then take the bottom of the jean and like fold it over so it looks like a V. You could take photos that way. Yeah, there's so many ways. If you want to get ideas on how to take photos of your items, just type in the item that you're about to list, and then scroll through photos on eBay, like listings and see which one sticks out to you the best. Like as you're scrolling, you'll see like, man, that's a really good idea. I should lay my jeans like that because that like caught my eye as I was scrolling through. So yeah, that's like a good idea to figure out how you're gonna take photos. The way we figured out how we were gonna take our flat lay photos for our cover photos was I was just scrolling through eBay and I found somebody with the same exact style and I was like, hey, I'm just gonna copy that. Figure out, okay, cool. Appreciate you, Justin. Yesterday when you showed your numbers, you guys' average sales price was so high for Whatnot and Poshmark. What's your guys' starting price on the lives? Our starting price is $1. We don't do Posh lives though. What's our average sales price on Whatnot? Hold on, let me see. I don't even remember what my average sales price is. ASP on Whatnot, yeah, it's $22.83. And that doesn't include shipping either. We start all of our stuff at $1. If you come to our show, you'll understand. When it comes to Whatnot, most people on Whatnot are selling junk. They literally sell the stuff that they can't sell on eBay, or they sell flawed items and they try to run them on Whatnot, or just like low dollar items that they're looking to, offload, and they paid like 50 cents for the item and they don't care if it sells for $2 because they're able to sell 60 of those in an hour, right? They're just churning through that stuff. When we sell stuff on Whatnot, we're selling stuff like this. We're selling stuff like this, like a women's Patagonia fluffy teddy jacket, women's size large. So it's a good size. We could easily list this on eBay, but we get so much inventory and we bring in consignment that we're able to sell stuff like this on Whatnot. So average sales price on this, when we run this on Whatnot, I expect this to sell somewhere between 20 to 30 bucks. When I list this on eBay, it's probably going to sell for somewhere between 40 to 50 bucks. 50 would be like in the middle of winter time. Right now it'd probably be like a $40 item. So this is the stuff we're bringing to Whatnot. We're not bringing those junky brands. So yeah, that's why it's such a high sales price. Like things like this, North Face. We got a North Face hoodie. I think this is a women's too. Oh, it's a men's size, extra large North Face hoodie. Good like loud color. That one will do really good. Trying to think, what else do we have? And then we bring in consignment. So everything on this side that you guys see, this is all consigned items that we have to load in. Try to find something crazy. We got some Athleta, some Disney. Find something good. Like these are Lululemon, I believe. Yeah, got Lululemon that was consigned with us. Just a nice women's Lululemon sweater. So things like that is what we bring in because we want our shows to be like a desirable show. We want people to come to our shows and be like, hey, you guys got like super good stuff, and we're able to buy it. A lot of people come in and will buy from us and then they'll resell the product, especially with the new reward system. As you buy more, you get rewards, you get discounts, so you're able to buy stuff like that Lululemon. If you get enough coupons, you'll be able to buy that for free. Get it for free. Also with Whatnot too, right now they're doing a promotion. So if you haven't bought anything on Whatnot before, if you sign up through the link in my bio and you come to our show on Friday and Saturday, you'll get free shipping up to $25. That's what Whatnot's doing right now. It's a promo. Also, I have hats in my Whatnot shop right now, so you can literally go to Whatnot and get this hat for free. I have it listed for $15, and then Whatnot covers up to $25 of shipping. So if you're interested and you want a free hat, you can easily sell those on eBay. You just go sign up through the link in my bio. You'll get $15 for free, and then you put the hat in your cart, and it should give you free shipping based off what Whatnot sent us yesterday as sellers. So yeah. How many viewers do you usually get on Whatnot shows? Anywhere between 60 to 100 is usually what we get. What do you mean consignment you sell for others? Yes. Sends this is from my main consigner. He sends boxes and boxes of stuff to me, and I just sell it for him. He gets so much stuff where he lists like the super high dollar stuff on his eBay store, and then he's like, hey, I don't want to list the rest of this stuff, but I find it all the time and I'm not going to pass up money. So he'll find like an Athleta for like $2 or $3, and then we'll sell it for him for anywhere between $8 to $15, and he doesn't have to list it. He literally just throws it in a box and ships it to us, and we do all the rest. So he makes, $3, $4, $5 on a $2 to $3 purchase, and does hardly any work. What's your thoughts on free people these days? We don't pick up a lot of free people. There's certain free people pieces that are worth really, really good money, some rare designs, but most of it is a pass, unless you get it super cheap. We usually pass on it. That's my thoughts on Free People. We don't pick it up. There's certain pieces, like certain cardigans and things like that, that have like rare patterns, rare colorways that can go for over 100, but those are super few and far between. Yeah, he gets good prices where he is. Yes, he does. He has red, white, and blues in his area, and he just goes 75% off days and just hauls out. He gets a lot of basic stuff, but he also looks for like super high end stuff too, because he knows based off. We've been working together for over a year. I think I posted last year. I think we sent him. I think by the end of the year last year. Hang on, I can look this up really quick before I put my foot in my mouth. Hang on. Let me find his spreadsheet from last year. I'm not going to tell you who he is, obviously, but I will pull his spreadsheet from last year. If I can find it. Where's it at? Where's that? Give me 2 seconds. I gotta go through all my spreadsheets to find his, because I haven't looked at the spreadsheet in so long. There it is. Last year, with him working with us, we sent him, this is his consignor payout. This is what we paid him for the items that he sent to us. $22,988.24. So that's how much he made off the items that he sent to us, and then we made $9,852.10 off of his stuff. Basically, we got the items, we sold the items, we did all the work on them to get them sold, and then that's our commission on that. So I have his SSN actually. I had to send him a 1099 last year or something. I think it's a 1099. He's got a good amount this year. We haven't done as much whatnot, but by the end of the year this year, he should be close to that. Actually, he's over that this year, because the beginning of this year was pretty crazy. Is this total too? Hold on. Hold on. Let me make sure this is total. Yeah, this is total. So this year already, he's got $25,369.27 is what we've already sent his way. I think I missed some questions over here. I tried to narrow down enough under 100 listings, but more than 10 under 10 listings. Yep. Yeah, I seen the way you look stuff up. It's really, really smart. You have a specific website to know which brands sell good. We look up sold comps on eBay. That's the best part. Do you have any videos on setting up spreadsheet? I actually do. I have a free spreadsheet video. It's an older one on my YouTube channel. If you scroll all the way down at the bottom, it's a free spreadsheet for resellers. It'll take you like 10 minutes to make. These are different spreadsheets. These are specifically for Whatnot, so it's a different layout. But yeah, I got a free one. Also, if you want a really intuitive spreadsheet made by another reseller, it's called Jason Hayes spreadsheet. It's linked in my bio. It's a one-time cost, and it basically gives you all your numbers for your platforms, like here. These are all the sales data. I'm just reading it off my screen. So it has all my numbers in here, gives me my profit and loss over here. I just put in my items every single day when they sell, and then I get my monthly totals, my yearly totals, my daily totals, so I can see exactly how much I'm selling per day. That also includes Whatnot numbers. So days like this, 7/16, you'll see $5,131. That's because we did a big Whatnot show, and that's why that number is so large. So yeah, it basically tells me, like, I'm able to go through and be like, why is this 5,000? And be like, oh, it's because I did a Whatnot show that day, and the next day I only did 121 in sales. The next day I did 353. So it kind of like averages it out. It gives you a whole bunch of data too. It gives you your platform data, so you can see exactly how much sales you're having, what your average sales price is. That's why Alyssa asked this earlier, like, how's your average sales price on Whatnot so high? Gives me my ASP right there. So I know my ASP is $22.83. By the end of the year, that should be closer to like $28 because we're about to start running winter stuff. And yeah, I can go through my platforms and see exactly which one's performing the best. Obviously, eBay outperforms all the rest, as you can see by the number of items sold. eBay by far is the best. I know you guys can't see it over here. on Instagram, but they can see it over there on YouTube and Facebook. Just started auto posture with your link. I was using Flip before. Excellent suggestion. Thanks. Yeah, Flip, Flip, auto posture. Huge difference. Flip is they've marketed themselves as the most affordable cross lister, right? It was free, and now you only got to pay like $9 a month. I think there's a reason why it's only $9 a month. It's not even close to auto posture level. Yeah. We need to find ourselves a person like that. Yeah. I mean, that's just for making videos on social media and, showing that I'm, trustworthy. And he hit me up and we started doing business, and now he just sends it. It's all from being a genuine person on the internet and, sharing my information for free. That's how he found me. He's probably made tons of money off of my suggestions, and we talk back and forth, and he's given me some of his bolos now too. So I always look out for certain things that he's finding out in thrift stores. So it's all based off of social media. Love helping me. Appreciate you. Yeah, we're safe. We're good here. How did you guys grow your following on these platforms, especially Whatnot? Started on TikTok doing lives, literally posting videos and doing lives like every day, just like this. And then I started growing my Facebook following. Doing the same thing, doing lives. There's not a lot of people doing lives on Facebook, especially daily, like packing lives and live thrifting. Live thrifting was huge for me when I grew my social media. I was one of the only people that I'm still like one of the only people that consistently do live thrifts like every single week. The only other person I can think of is Surfs. Yeah, so I grew my following like that. People love watching thrifting content. So the fact that you can add thrifting content in a live format and answer questions and show people like finding things live. A lot of people think like there's people out there that think that we plant our finds. When I find the exact items that I'm finding in my videos on live, you can't say that the items are planted, because I literally found them on live. You guys were there when I found them. So it just proves that there's that kind of stuff out there. And then, moved there, started growing Instagram, and started really diving deep into how to grow followings. A lot of the videos I post are not super informative, like the super short ones for you guys, if you guys been here for a while, and we do those like 5-second videos that kind of like tell our story in 5 seconds, and then we use a big caption. Obviously those aren't for the longtime followers, those are for people that are just coming in. And it grows your following super fast, and then you move that following. You're basically taking one following from one platform and moving it to another and moving it to another, and that's how we grew our Whatnot. Is we basically just started posting that we're going to do Whatnot lives, and people were there. I think the first show that we did, we had over 100 people in the live, which doesn't really happen for most sellers, but that's because we were able to leverage our social media following to get people into our Whatnot. So I think anybody listening to this right now, we have almost 100 people listening to this right now. You can anybody doing this can grow a social media following. It's just how bad do you want to grow a social media following? Do you want to put in that work? Because before I ever made money from social media, I was doing social media posts for a year and a half before I ever saw any sort of income from social media. So do you want to do that? Do you want to risk and put that effort into something that might not grow into something huge? It might only be a small social media following, but you can still leverage a small social media following. So yeah, a lot of people don't want to put in that effort. They want to see the money right away. If I'm going to put in 40 hours a week into my social media, I want that return on investment like instantly, and it just doesn't happen. You gotta work hard to grow that. All right, I appreciate you guys hanging out. That's it for today. 2 Whatnot shows this weekend, Friday, Saturday. So go bookmark those shows. Should be a lot of fun. Again, go get your free $15. It's linked in my bio for Whatnot. Again, we have hats in our Whatnot store, and I believe it's free shipping. That's what Whatnot sent to us. So if you get your $15 code, you can put one of those hats in your cart, and it's literally free. I think you might pay like a couple pennies in taxes or something like that, but basically free hats in my Whatnot store. So go check that out. Or you can save that $15 and use it on our show and go after some of those crazy pieces that we have. And again, free shipping for new users. So go check that out. I have a video coming out tonight. It's going to be a short form piece, and it's going to be blasting that Salvation Army store, because we went there yesterday and they had insane prices. So if you don't like those videos, I understand it. But I'm just gonna I'm gonna post it because their prices were crazy. $50 for basic jeans. $50 for basic jeans is crazy. We're gonna go sourcing today, and then we're gonna be live thrifting tomorrow morning. So check that out. We'll be live on Facebook and YouTube at the same exact time, live thrifting. So if you've never been to one of those before, it's pretty fun. We thrift for about an hour, hour and a half, answer questions, do all that stuff.